something wonderful happens. It forms a world, an ethereal dreamscape of adventure and possibilities, an abstract plane of beautiful wonderment just waiting to be explored.
In the world of gaming, there exists a game where creativity knows no bounds, where imagination takes flight, and where players become the architects of their own digital dreams. Welcome to the wonderful world of LittleBigPlanet, a series that has captivated hearts and minds since its first game released back in 2008. Let's have a look through the evolution of this beloved franchise as we look into each instalment and the impact it had on both players and creators. Our story begins with the game that started it all, LittleBigPlanet. Released in 2008 for the PlayStation 3, this groundbreaking title introduced players to Sackboy, a charming little character with a fight for adventure. But what truly set LittleBigPlanet apart was its wide variety of creation tools, allowing players to design and share their own levels with the world. In the original LittleBigPlanet story, players guide Sackboy through a wonderful world filled with platforming challenges and puzzles. The game's story is simple yet charming. Sackboy sets out on an adventure to come up against the plans of the evil antagonist known as the Collector, who seeks to control Craftworld by stealing its creativity. As Sackboy progresses through various themed levels, he encounters a variety of quirky characters, each with their own unique personality and role in the story. Along the way, players collect stickers, costumes and other items to customise their Sackboy and enhance their gameplay experience. From platforming challenges to puzzle-filled mazes, the possibilities were endless, and with a vibrant community of creators contributing their own unique creations, LittleBigPlanet became more than just a game. It was a platform for creative expression. But it wasn't just the creation tools that made LittleBigPlanet special. It was also the game's charming art style, infectious soundtrack and quirky sense of humour that related to players of all ages. LittleBigPlanet quickly became a huge hit among fans, obtaining critical acclaim and amassing a dedicated fan base that eagerly awaited the next installment in the series. And that next installment arrived in 2011 with the release of LittleBigPlanet 2. Building upon the foundation laid by its predecessor, LittleBigPlanet 2 introduced a host of new features and improvements that pushed the boundaries of creativity even further. From new gameplay mechanics to enhanced creation tools, LittleBigPlanet 2 gave players even more ways to unleash their imagination and bring their ideas to life. Story mode was so much more vibrant, bringing in animations on the characters as well as voice acting to give the players more of a way to connect to the fun little characters we would bump into on our journey. So with all that, Sackboy joins forces with the Alliance to come up against the Negativitron and his plans to wreak havoc on Craftworld. As they journey through a variety of imaginative landscapes facing challenges and puzzles, the story highlights the power of creativity, collaboration and friendship. Together, they must overcome obstacles and outsmart enemies to save their beloved world from destruction. But perhaps the most significant addition was the additional catalogue of tools in Create Mode, which allowed players to design not just levels but entire games within the game. The result was a staggering amount of user-generated content that spanned a variety of genres and pushed the boundaries of what was thought possible in a video game. And then, in 2014, the journey continued with the release of LittleBigPlanet 3. This time, Sackboy was joined by new friends Oddsock, Toggle and Swoop, each with their own unique abilities that added a fresh dimension to the gameplay. The story unfolds as Craftworld faces a new threat, but this time from Newton, a mischievous creature with a desire for chaos. With his army of titans, Newton seeks to impose his rule over Craftworld by plunging it into darkness. But perhaps the most significant addition was the introduction of 16 layers, allowing for even greater depth and complexity in level design. And as the community continued to grow and evolve, so did the possibilities within LittleBigPlanet. With each new release, the game has continued to inspire creativity and foster a sense of community among players and creators. As we look back on the legacy of the LittleBigPlanet series, we are reminded of the power of imagination, the joy of creation, and the endless possibilities that await those who dare to dream. For in the world of LittleBigPlanet, anything is possible. But as of April 19, 2024, the LittleBigPlanet 3 servers were permanently brought offline. This was a huge hit to the community as there is no longer any access to the user-generated content. The fans of the series will always hold on to the idea of a fourth installment, but until then, all we can do is hope.